Hi everyone, it's Tiffany here to do my recap for the day. So this morning, Brian in the chat called out IBM. He had shorted it early in the morning. So I started watching it. It opened really nice and weak. And as you can see, the 5-minute candle, I didn't really love the wick to the downside. So after that first 5-minute candle closed, and I saw in the 1 minute that it was just sitting here testing the VWAP on low volume, I took a small short, small share size, and then when the first 15-minute candle closed below the VWAP, and I saw that it started making new lows on every one of my time frames, I added back into my position with a stop above the VWAP. And I took my first partial at the low of the day, which is also a level I have marked on the daily, and I took 50% of my position there. And then my next partial was also 50% of my remaining position. It was the low of the previous 5-minute candle, but I also felt that it was kind of stalling there a little bit. So I wasn't sure. And then I made an ad that didn't work out. I really, after it consolidated there for a little while, and it made a new 5-minute low. I thought it was going to pop down to this 117 level. There were a ton of bids down there. So that's why I added, and then when it made a new 5-minute high, I exited the rest of my position. This is my worst trade of the day on MU. I saw that it was starting to put up maybe a head and shoulders on the 1 minute. This is after I saw that it was kind of extended from the moving averages. On the 15-minute, it threw up a shooting star, and on the 5-minute, it was making new lows. I saw that this 9 and the 20 was on the 1 minute started heading down and was crossing over. I should have left this alone because it is not an A1 setup, or at least I should have waited for it to see what it did after this right shoulder here on the 1 minute. My entry was not that great, and my stop loss was above this right shoulder right here, and as you see, it came up and barely stopped me out at a full risk, and then I was just waiting for it to break down, and it just took too long, so I ended up exiting out of the trade before it actually did its move. I got really impatient with this, and so it really wasn't a good setup. It wasn't a great trade. And then I traded a reversal on JKS. Gosh, this stock was so choppy, and the spread was terrible. But I saw these wicks to the top side, and then this 15-minute shooting star closed, and it was making new lows and couldn't make more highs, and there were really nice wicks to the top side. And as you can see on the 1 minute, it made a bit of a double top here. And this first candle that came in that tried to reach this 85.50 level, it came in with a lot of volume, large wick to the top side. Then there was another one that did reach 85.50, nice doji. And then it came down, started testing the moving averages, came back up, and the second peak wasn't quite as tall as the first. And after having this 15-minute shooting star candle and all these wicks to the top side on the 5-minute chart, it started losing the moving averages, and I went short with a stop loss above the high of the 5-minute wick. And then I took my My partials on this were pretty much taken when I started seeing it pulling back a little bit. It was just losing all of the moving averages really nicely. So the first one, I took my first partial after there was a crazy wick right here, hammer candle, but it still didn't push up through those through this 9 moving average. And then after that, when it made a new high, I went ahead and took a partial there. And then I partialed pretty large at the VWAP. And then once it made a new 5-minute high, I partialed again. And then I thought it was possibly going to use this level right here from earlier as a as support, so or resistance. And so I added right there, but then I realized it was not the case, and it came and stopped me out at break even, because I added in quite a bit, and my new stop was right here, above these candles right here. Anyhow, those were my trades for the day. Once again, not the smoothest day. I feel like I say that every day. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.